no, it's the wrong one. There we go. Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, we are. We're going to go on a quest for truth together, and I want to welcome you all here on a wonderful Sunday night. And to the number 68 on the Truth Quest show. Full disclosure. And I'm going to go ahead and share this on out because I don't think anybody knows about it yet. Always, we're unplanned here. It's always spur of the moment. And yeah, that's kind of what it's all about. And we are live. Hello, friends. Thank you all for being here. I hope that you're all having a good time. Edward, hello, Edward. Welcome to the Truth Quest. I'm glad that you made it. I have to get the music going here. Let's get that rolling right away. Oh, wow, that's a little bit too loud, folks. Didn't mean to blast you like that. Sorry about that. All right, hello, Jerry. Welcome. Welcome to the Truth Quest. I hope you're having a great night. I know it's no rain today. That's unusual. We've been having a lot of rain lately, but none today. Thank goodness. So I hope you're all doing well. Yes. All right. 2 watching and 2 likes. I'm going to make it 3. How do you like that? I get the number 3. And so what numbers can you all get? I guess we got it covered, don't we? I'm going to go over on my Facebook page and share this on out to my Truth Quest Facebook page. Then people who, are attached to that, then they'll get the little message or something. I don't know how it works. Algorithm or something, I'm not sure. It's like technology or something like that, right? And yeah, it's not cooperating. Something's up with that, folks. And I just don't know what it is. It baffles me. Baffles my mind. No Andrew tonight, no, and I'm very sorry about that. I got a call from Andrew earlier today, and he was unable to do it today. He just was not feeling up to it. So hopefully next time. I did talk to him about a new product for the visually impaired, and it's called the Orcam My Eye, which is just this thing you clip on the side of your glasses, and it has AI, and it reads whatever you point to. You point to something, and it will read the text of whether it's a book, a road sign, a TV, a computer screen. So he was intrigued by that. So hopefully, it must be so frustrating to lose your vision. I kind of know what that's like because I lost my center of my vision for a couple years. And that was very difficult to live with, let me tell you. So no Andrew tonight. No, sorry about that. I was looking forward to that too. But we have more guests coming up, folks. And we could have a guest tonight if one of the fine listeners decides to call in and start the old conversation going. Because everybody's got a story, you know? Don't you think? I think. I definitely think. Oh yeah, there's six people now watching. Yeah, laser reader audio. Yes, it talks to you, and it tells you. It can tell you. You ask it. It's voice command operated. You can touch it and then just talk, and you say, "What's in front of me?" Like you're entering a new room, and maybe you're visually impaired, and the lighting is such, and your vision is. It says. There's a man sitting in front of you and a chair to your right, or there's a door here or something there. It tells you what's in front of you, so it helps you. Very interesting. So that's called the OrCam My Eye. That's OrCam My Eye, and so it's pretty interesting. I mean, it doesn't actually help you in the process of seeing, but it does help you in the process of living, because and you can, and also you hold up a bill, it tells you what kind of bill it is. I know some phones have this app too. So yeah, there's starting to be more and more things for the visually impaired, which there really should be a lot of stuff for the visually impaired by now, a lot more than they have. Because I lost my vision. In the center of my vision, it was as big as my fist at arm's length. And I couldn't see. Whenever I looked at something, like I looked at someone's face, their face would be blurry and I wouldn't be able to see. What it does is it just takes the colors from all around it and just mixes it in that little blind spot. So it's very strange. Hello, Dark Brain. How you doing? CL, welcome to the program tonight. I've got some pictures of the moon that you might like to see. Good evening, Dark Brain. Glad to see you here. Awesome. I want to show you a picture of the moon. It's very interesting. Okay, here it is. Take a look at this. Now, this is on our moon, okay? It looks like the Toskovsky showing the central peak of that crater. And just look at those colors. A lot of the pictures on the moon, they don't show the true colors. I think these are the true colors. Take a look at that. Beautiful. I think it's just gorgeous. Hey, Austin from Knoxville, how you doing? I think you know a friend of mine over there. Austin, how you doing? I think I hear stories about you from that friend of mine. Yeah. I might be hearing from a friend of mine tonight. We'll see. Not sure. Not quite sure. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it almost looks like, this is water. I know it probably isn't because there's a crater right here, and then this looks like some kind of chunk of ice or something, or snow. It's very white. Whatever mineral that is, I don't know. It looks like there's could be rover tracks here. Who knows? I don't know. It's very You know what? While we got it up there, let's adjust it. Let's try this. Let's bring up the brightness. See if we can see any stars in the background. I don't see any stars in the background. Isn't that odd? I'm going to lower it down. I'm going to bring it back up to normal light. I'm going to pump up the color and see if we can get some more color out of this. So I'm just moving the color thing all the way over. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. All the browns here it pulls up. So, you know, the moon is not just a gray, dusty ball of dirt and rocks. It's got some other colorations on it. Can I reset that? I hope you can see that. Yeah, very interesting. There's some pictures of the moon that are very, very interesting. And people generally just don't look at pictures of the moon, you know. Here's an interesting picture of the moon, and it shows all of the landing sites of all the various different missions. And so look at that. Look at that. Okay. So Apollo 11, first one right here, right? Okay, Apollo 12, oh, over here it looks like. Yeah, here. All right. Quite a ways away from the first one. Okay, Apollo 14, right there. Real close to this one. Why so close to each other? They must have found something interesting there. That might be an area to investigate, folks, somewhere around these vicinities here. Apollo 12 and 14. Of course, Apollo 13 didn't make it to the moon. Oh, wait. Apollo 15. Here's Apollo 15, right there. Okay. And covering a lot of the area, but these two are suspiciously close to each other. Well, why would you do that? I don't know. Don't know. And then this one, Apollo 16, goes to here, to more in this white area, right? And then Apollo 17, the last one that they're admitting to, is all the way over to here, way up here. And I think it was this one, if I'm not mistaken. It was this mission where they took the rover and they went to the far side of the moon because they were closer to the edge. That looks like it's the closest to the edge of all of them. But then the transmission went off and they lost communication with the astronauts. And they never showed what they found on the far side with that rover. Oh yeah, Hoagland talked about why they landed them where they landed. I think a lot of it was, you know, it had to be flat enough to, you know, a good landing spot or a bunch of good landing spots in one general area. Because if they got rickety and they, you know, they wanted to be able to land. So maybe, you know, I don't know. But very interesting, all these different countries. Chang, that's the Chinese one, I think. And Luna, I think, are the Japanese ones. And here's the surveyors. Oh. Who's doing the surveyors? Sounds like us, doesn't it? I don't know. Meaning America. But yeah, there's all of the activity that's been on the moon. Quite interesting. And also you can see the landing sites if you have a powerful enough telescope. So the people who say we didn't make it to the moon, Well, if we didn't make it to the moon, then we've got holograms there of all of the rovers and the capsules, or the whatever they left there. They left a lot of stuff there. They didn't want to hit any buildings. Yes, Edward. Good point. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I'm not catching all of the chats. Much love all from Dark Brain. Yes. Dark Brain's a really cool cat. He's a really cool cat. Oh, you have a call coming? Okay. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Even if it's only for a minute, we appreciate it greatly. Oh, Luna was USSR unmanned probe. Oh, very good. Thanks, Austin. I knew someone would correct me. I was just guessing. No, I think it's JAXA. Is that the Japanese? JAXA? The Japanese space program? JAXA. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure about that. I'm just not sure. Now, also the last time we were on, folks, you might remember the ship that Apollo 15 found on the moon, photographed it on the far side. And they brought back oh my goodness, we got a super chat from Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. That's very, very nice. Well, it's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Now that, and thank you for everybody who has also super chatted in the past, because it really does help keep the show going. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you so much. It's really quite something. Now, if you remember last time I showed you a ship they found on the far side of the moon. It's 3.5 miles long from Apollo 20. Look it up. And I couldn't find a picture of the Mona Lisa, of the body of the human-looking alien female pilot or co-pilot of one of the craft there. And I found this picture, so you might find this interesting. And they dubbed her Mona Lisa. And she had all this, these tubes going, from different parts of her face. And when William Rutledge let all this footage out, they show them diligently removing these tubes. And the mouth is then relaxed a little bit and it's not held open. So they don't know how long this body has been up there. They say 1 million or 1 billion years. There's no way to know. And the body was not dead, but not alive, somewhere in between, supposedly. Now, if you look this up, Apollo 20, you'll see the actual footage released by William Rutledge. But now you will also see hoaxed footage of someone who made a sculpture of this, and they're trying to mimic what Rutledge released, but it's obviously a fake. This is the real one. So use your discernment when you're looking this stuff up, because they've really been working overtime, debunking by throwing other stuff out there that's similarly done. But yeah. Yes, JAXA. Yes, Jerry. Very good. Yes, thanks again, Kathy. That's fantastic. Good friend of the program here. Thank you very much. So I want you all to share this on out to your favorite social media. Maybe you get some friends that are up on Sunday night. They don't know what to do. They're not going to work tomorrow. And no mail tomorrow. So you don't have to go check the mail tomorrow. Len Kasten's book, The Dark Fleet, has an artist's conception of the Mona Lisa alien when she was alive. Yes, I did see that. Oh, that's where that's from The Dark Fleet? Yeah, that is phenomenal. I have to tell you. Yeah, they did a beautiful job. Hello, Mr. Dennison, Tony Dennison, on that. There's another picture, some more pictures I want to show you of the Mona Lisa, and it's kind of several pictures kind of grouped together. And you can see here they found some writing, some alien writing, and it looks like a sort of a cursive type of writing, but it looks like so run together. I don't know, even if you could read this language, I'm not sure if you get much out of this. But this is some of the other evidence they found on the craft. Now, the 3.5 mile long derelict craft on the far side of the moon that they went, Apollo 20 with the secret mission, to check out, and then they found this. This was actually in a triangle. This body, this person, this being was in a different ship, a triangle shaped ship, much smaller, that was near this big mega gigantic ship, because there's no way that a couple of astronauts are going to be able to fully survey a 3.5 mile long derelict spacecraft. They might not even gain access into it. You know, they have to climb up it somehow. I don't know, but you know, it's just taller than the Eiffel Tower. You know, it's gigantic. But they found this body in this triangle-shaped craft, which you cannot see. I've looked on the moon pictures from Apollo 16. It's just not high enough resolution to see something as small as the ship that they found this being in. So yeah, they brought that being back. Now, sadly, William Rutledge's girlfriend, who was also on the mission, who was a woman, passed away on the flight, in the mission, during the mission. So sadly, I don't know, and that's another reason why William Rutledge was so upset, because his girlfriend never got credit for being on the moon, and she was, you know, she was there, she was on the moon, and oops, sorry, folks. Yeah. Wow. That was something. Yeah, and I discovered something else, folks. I was watching the last video that I did, and I played some video footage, and the video footage was very choppy. And I do believe that that the Zoom that I'm using is a different, like, frames per second than the video on the YouTube. So I'm gonna have to get, if I'm gonna show videos on this program, I'm gonna have to get some other software, which means I'll need to get another computer and some other software. I think the software is free, but so I'm gonna be working on that. So yeah, this is Mona Lisa. She has, if you see, like a little bump up here, right here, there's a bump. on her forehead. And so there's something under the skin there, between the bone and the flesh. And what's curious is in Corey Good's testimony, he speaks of some inner earth beings, one of which, there's several different groups of beings in the inner earth, apparently. And one of them, some of their people have a crystal that they put in their forehead, just like this. So are these the same people as those people living in the inner earth? Is this an ancestor? Did we disturb an ancient, natural burial site? Or I don't know. I also wonder how they were able to bring this, because it's extra weight. I mean, these things are very calibrated for the weight. And I wonder if they were able to bring back the body of William Rutledge's girlfriend that passed away on the moon. I would like to find some of these mysteries out. I'm not sure if anyone's answered those questions. Oh, you never saw the alien writing before? Yeah. The problem with this case, and any case that has any shred of credibility, is they insert all kinds of bogus material in and amongst the original. So then people who stumble upon it later, they're like, oh, this looks fake. And then they discount the whole thing. And this is how, see, it would be so easy to be a debunker because that's all you have to do. And most people will just, Maria Arsich? Yes. Maria Arsich of the Vril. That's a good question, Paul. Yes, Sally Ride years after the Apollo 20 mission, yes, and she didn't really make it very far. Or didn't she explode? I think she did. She was in one of those crashes. But yeah. Oh, they had Apollos 15, 16, and 17 had enhanced capability as far as carrying capacity. Oh, that's good. That makes logical sense. Of course, they're bringing back rocks. That's heavy stuff. They're going to have to bring back more. You're right. I didn't think of it that way. That's interesting. What I know about Maria Arsich, and let me see if I can find a picture of Maria Arsich. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure everybody knows what she looks like. But she was part of the German Vril Society. Vril. Okay, here she is. All right, I'm going to stop sharing that and share this to get to Marie Arsich. Orsic, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it. So there she is. Beautiful, beautiful woman. So I think she was even the one that started the Vril Society in Germany, I believe in the 20s or 30s, maybe in the 30s. I'm sure you can look all this up, but I'm just going by what I know, and it's not complete by any means, and it's what I've heard. So excuse me if I'm. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. So apparently now some of this can be corroborated by William Tompkins, because William Tompkins says that his secretary, his Nordic secretary at Douglas Aircraft and then TRW and all these other places, She looked just like that. That's what she looked like. So was it her? I don't know. So anyway, so the story goes that William Tompkins said that when after the war, when we got like a Project Paperclip, and we got a lot of German scientists to come over here, and some of their technology. One of the other things that we got, according to William Tompkins, was, I think, a couple thousand, was it 4,000 people or a couple thousand people? That the Third Reich caught wind of these people. They were ordinary people, and they were having dreams about how to build a spacecraft and what the propulsion system should be. And these were like normal people, like shoemakers and housewives and different people from different walks of life. And so the Third Reich gathered all these people up because they had this urge to build this giant transport ship, and they put them all in an underground facility and had them work for the Third Reich. Well, when we were splitting up the spoils of the war, after the war, we got those people and their underground base. Maybe that was moved to one of our underground bases, I'm not sure, but they kept working on that stuff. So their goal was to build a large transport ship to transport them to this other planet, which they claim that they got messages that that's where they're from and they need to go back there. So when William Tompkins was working on some of these craft for the Navy, miles-long spacecraft, he'd get telepathic messages from his secretary, who looked like Maria Orsic. And everything always worked the way that he got the message. And so that's what I heard. That's what I heard. And so he would have access to what they were working on too. So he's working on propulsion. Okay, well, this is what we got from our spies in the German army, and this is what we got from the people that came from the underground base. This is what they're working on. These kind of propulsion systems they're working on, and all that. But yeah, and I wonder what she do this. She might be watching. Okay, so I have this friend on Facebook, and she takes a lot of pictures of herself, and she's really into makeup. And she took this picture, and I went, "Whoa, that looks like Maria Orsic." So I put them side by side, and I sent it to her, and it's Carrie Swearingen. Carrie and Todd Swearingen, good friends of the program here. And so I'll show you that picture. I hope she doesn't mind. But there it is. Oops, move this. So here's Carrie, and here's Maria. Isn't that cool? So I thought that was pretty neat. But yeah, very interesting, Maria Orsic. So it's so interesting that we had access to what these people were working on. I mean, at first, I guess the Nazis tried to get them to work on their stuff, but they were just so single-minded. They said, okay, we'll just let them build what they want to build, and we'll just keep tabs on it. So interesting. So the Nazis were not only learning from the extraterrestrials, two different kinds of extraterrestrials that were giving them information, they also had these people who were getting telepathic messages on how to do this stuff. So they were really rapidly advancing. Yeah, Edward Taylor says, Andrew said Star Trek came out. Yeah, Star Trek came out in 66 or 67. And I know 68 was the first time that Andrew Vortally teleported. But yeah, it was a totally different kind of teleportation. If you tried the Star Trek kind of teleportation on people, the person would die. Because you can't disassemble every cell of a person and then reassemble it and expect it to be alive. Yeah, they're not exactly alike, but enough alike, looking alike to put them side by side. It's kind of fun. Aldebaran is the brightest star in the constellation Taurus, known as the Eye of Taurus. The name Aldebaran is Arabic. Oh, that's interesting. That was used in Star Wars too, wasn't Aldebaran? Was one of the places. It means the flower. This is all from Paul. Thank you, Paul. Okay, interesting. Because it appears to follow the Heidi star cluster that forms the head of the bull. Oh, interesting. See, everybody has a different piece of the puzzle. And that's why it's great we can get together and talk about stuff like this. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the, I'm starting to lose my voice again. I got to drink more water. I'm not drinking enough water. I need to stay hydrated. You know what I mean? We all do. Okay. I'm going to put the Zoom meeting information into the chat and see if we can get someone to call in and we can chit chat for a bit. And we're not going to go too late tonight, folks, so don't worry. At least I don't plan to. Okay. All right. Heidi from Los Angeles. Hey, there she is. We've got a Care Bear in the audience, folks. Hi, Heidi. So glad to see you. That's awesome. Yeah. If you want to see, I did an interview with Heidi, and I should do another one because she's leading the charge. She's doing this thing called homeschooling, which lots of people are doing thanks to the lockdown, forced a lot of people to do it. And now it's a great thing. It's a great and grand thing. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So she is, she's a truth warrior, and she's got energy that just won't quit. She's great. And her husband has like the coolest nickname in the world, the Giant. That's a cool nickname. Like that's the nickname most guys would want. That's pretty cool. All righty then. And everybody is welcome to call, to dial on in there. I just put the Zoom info up there. Banned and censored. Well, I predict there's going to be a time in the very near future where we're going to be able to say whatever the heck we want, and people can either listen to it or turn a channel. but people aren't going to be banned because I really think that we're, you know, they're trying to pull one over on us, friends. They're trying to, what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring about the Chinification of America. Everybody wearing masks, everybody tracked and social scores for doing anything. It's authoritative, dictatorial, and it's a bunch of malarkey. So freedom rings. People are waking up. It's taking a while, but boy, they really are, man. You know, the normies are not our enemies. They're us from the past. It's like an image of us from the past. But 30-day Facebook ban. What? Your videos were pulled? Oh my goodness. You are over the target, girl. Wow. Well, if you want to come on and talk about it here, you're welcome to call in. Or anything you want to talk about. Well, well, that's a shame, Heidi, that they did that to you. Some of your videos got pulled. It's just wrong. You know, if you have a chance, look up Zach Voorhees, because he was an employee of Google, and he worked for YouTube, his division of Google. And he really liked Google, what they stood for, until they changed. And now they're not standing for that anymore. And so he's got a lot to say, so look him up. He did a really good interview with Zach Payne, the corruption detector, Red Pill 78, also with a Journey to Truth podcast. So look him up. He's got a lot to say. He's got a book out called Google Leaks. So look that up. Give that a read. Give that book to all of your normie friends, because we have to stop the Chinification of America, because it's what's going on here? My music keeps stopping. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Okay, I have to hit that and that. Okay, now it'll be an autoplay. Sorry about that, folks. Whistleblower extraordinaire, yes. Yes. You are. And yeah, you were at all those rallies and all those, Save Our Children protests out there in La La Land out there. Very inspiring. And, I know I showed this last episode, but I'm going to show it again. It's from my merch shop. It's my new design. It's Skinny Bob. Yes, Skinny Bob. Don't you just love Skinny Bob? Skinny Bob rocks, let me tell you. So that's my latest T-shirt. So, you know what I need to do? I need to drop a little link to that, don't I? Yeah. So let me grab the link over here. Copy and paste. With the computer, I haven't pasted so much since first grade, It's not quite as messy, though. There you go. There is the official Truth Quest tees, hoodies, and more. Visit our merch shop today. And that's what you got. You can get Skinny Bob. You can wear Skinny Bob. The real, verified, real alien. And verified by none other than Bernard Mendez. Yeah, he's my favorite alien too, Austin. He's just a nice guy. He's the kind of guy you want for your neighbor, you know. I don't know what he would come over and borrow, you know. I'm not sure what they use to bake. Hey, Ralph made it. How you feeling, Ralph? I hope that you're feeling well. We sent a lot of healing prayer energy over to you, because I know you were going through an ordeal recently. So everybody send some good vibes towards our friend Ralph in the chat here. Skinny Bop, Unskinny Bop. Oh yeah, Def Leppard. Hey, Mud Rabbit. Bonjour, Mr. Moriarity. Well, thank you very much, Ralph. And we hope that you are feeling very, very much better. Oh boy. I'm running out of water here. So, yeah. So that's what that is. Let me see what else we have here. All my files. Well, you know, it's nice to see people walking around without masks on. Some people are still wearing them, but a lot of people aren't. So that's good. The reason that they're not worries me. So last year I did one of those Save the Children little rallies over here in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Oh, you go back on Wednesday for stitch removal. Okay. Well, I hope that all goes well. No worries, Mud Rabbit. You're not late because we never announce it. So no worries. No worries. Peggy Dancer. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? You made it. Good to see you all here. I'm glad that you're all here. Make sure you like and share this out. Oh yeah, I gotta share it to my page still. Is it gonna, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, I gotta show you that picture. From last year, our little rally that we had over here in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. And there we were at Martin Park, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Right over here is the Healthy Way grocery store, very small town healthy grocery store, cool place. So that's one of the pictures from our little thing we did last year. And, you know, seeing Heidi out there doing those kind of things all the time was part of what spurred me on to do that. So thanks, Heidi, for the inspiration for that. I got another picture from that little rally from last year. Here it is. Share that one. What? Oh, there it is. There it was. Good old Martin Park. Now, Over here, they have like what you call it, amphitheater. So they have outdoor music, bands and stuff come there on Wednesday evening. So you come there with your lawn chair, you can just listen to the music. It's kind of a nice thing. So that was last year. That was last year. Let's see here. I want to show you. I just want to show you this really quickly here. This is kind of funny, kind of a fun thing I'm working on. This is a little children's book. It's actually the second book in the series. Awesome Possum Goes to School. So there he is on the bus with his buddies. So it's a children's book I'm working on. That's one of the pages, so I thought I'd show you that. Awesome Possum. He's a cool little dude, the Awesome Possum. Here's another picture of the moon. Oops. Uh-oh, I double clicked it. I don't know what that means. Is it going to show up? I don't know. Hey, Peggy Dancer. Wear a mask and wash your hands. You don't have to wear a mask because I invented the Invisimask, and everybody's got one. I teleported one to everyone's face. And so here's the entire surface of the moon. Look at that. Isn't that something? Oh, it looks like there's like a skull in the middle. Weird. You like the turtle, Ralph? Thanks. Yeah, it's a cute little children's book series I'm working on. The Awesome Possum. So yeah, I should be releasing that soon, I hope. Yeah, it's a flattened picture of the moon. They took the whole surface of the moon, they flattened it out, like, let's see, Mercator projection. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but we can run with that. But yeah, you can see all the craters, and it's kind of interesting. Sort of interesting. And one of my favorite pictures that I don't see very many people highlighting or showing, and I don't know why, is this guy. Oops, that guy. Very interesting. Now this is an alien hybrid, apparently. Picture was taken in Italy. Someone who'd been abducted numerous times, Giovanna Pata, in Italy. And she was abducted several times, so many times that her partner put a motion sensor camera outside the door. This is one of the pictures it caught. Look at those eyes. Look at that. I mean, this looks real to me. This looks totally real. Now, that Angie video that Sandy Sue 22 told me to listen to, I did watch it again, and I did remember watching it. She said that the people in the mountain that she went to see, extraterrestrials, had looked like alabaster, very white, wispy hair. Looks like this to me. I mean, the way she was describing it. So it's very interesting. We'll have to see. We will see. Shall we? Yeah, the eyes are huge. No worries, Dark Brain. Yeah, you watched it too. It was hard. It was hard to watch because she talked so slowly. You know, she'd say a few words, and then she'd wait a while and say a couple more words. But interesting what she had to say. If it's true, you know, you always get to question some of these things. But yeah, this case here, look into it. It's Giovanna Pata in Italy, and that's what this markings here. This was a screenshot from the video. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Austin says, were they the tall whites reported by Charles Hall? That's really difficult to say. That's hard to say. I don't know. Yeah, you wonder about stuff like that, right? I don't know. You know, I think that maybe there are so many different kinds of aliens that the chance that you run across one that someone else ran across before might be slim to none. I don't know. I don't know. But I've always been captivated by the look of this one. It looks real. It looks like an alien hybrid, human hybrid, possibly, or just another humanoid for another star system. But I think he looks like a rock star for sure. I think he could be, you know, if he could play guitar, he'd be a hit. Right? So who knows? We just don't know. That's why we want full disclosure, so we can know all this stuff. Yeah, Charles Hall. Yeah, that tall whites. It's very strange. He's living near some base somewhere, and he apparently had some contact with these tall whites. I guess they're not such a friendly group, or maybe they are. I don't know. Kind of like David Bowie, yeah. I think I like this guy better than David Bowie, though. This guy looks friendlier, like cooler guy. I like David Bowie, but I think this guy looks friendlier. I don't know. How far is Sturgeon Bay from Ohio? Well, I once took a bus, or a couple times I took a bus to Ohio from here. And it was a 24-hour bus ride, whatever that tells you. It's a long ways. Well, why would it look that so human? Why would it develop that way naturally, light years away? It's inconceivable. I don't think it's inconceivable. You know, they say that each, solar system has a template for life, and maybe that this is just, they have very similar templates. You know, I don't know. It looks ominous, yes. It looks real. And, you know, a lot of the pictures that you see, now I don't know if this is actually a real picture or not. The show was being translated from Italian to English. And they said that these pictures were taken and these were the ones they got. And so I'm just assuming that that's real and not just recreation. But it looks like a real guy. He needs vitamin C. He needs vitamin D too, some sun. Oh, your friend drives a fast Mustang. He might be able to make it quicker than that, huh? Yeah. Well, I guess you could punch it into one of these services that tells you how long it takes to get somewhere. MapQuest, something like that. A fast Mustang, yeah, Mustang. I have a friend who's a big Mustang fan. If you're a Ford guy, you're a Mustang guy. If you're a Chevy guy, you're like Camaro and Vet, right? They're all good cars, though. They're all good. So yeah, this picture always intrigued me. I want to know more about these people. He also looks alarmingly like the beings that were described to me by Jim Sparks. I did an interview with him years ago that's on my Blog Talk radio show. But he said that he was taken once. He just woke up and he's in this ship and they're in space and they're approaching this, he said, looks like a giant building in space, like a giant apartment building in space sort of thing. And when they got up to it, he could see in the windows, they were like apartment rooms for people, for human looking people. And he got to go and meet some of the people in there. And he said that they were human hybrids and that they had wispy hair. This guy has wispy hair. They have bigger heads, bigger eyes, and they were much more ecologically minded. And there was 50 to 100,000 of them in this building in space station building thing. And that they told him that they were developing these humans to replace us if we blow each other up. But he didn't think that that was going to happen. So I hope not. But so that's what this guy looks like to me. He looks like what Jim Sparks described to me. And so, yeah. That's right. Okay. You know what? Who do you think is the meme king, the king of all memes? Who do you think, I mean, who's been depicted more in memes? My vote for the king of memes, the meme king, would have to be this gentleman right here, Mr. Gene Wilder. There he is. You don't believe in conspiracies? Tell me more about your coincidence theory. We know there's no coincidences, right? I mean, some of us know that. Yeah. So there he is. I think he's just got that face. You could put any words around that face and it would sound like it's him talking, you know? Yeah. Is what for sale? Okay. I don't know. So I think It's either him or Leo DiCaprio with making that funny squinty face, you know? That's a pretty popular one. Gene gets memed a lot, yeah. Only as Willy Wonka, though. Yeah, isn't that curious? Well, he's just got that look. It's that crazy, fun kind of gotcha look in his eyes that I think he utilized that look a lot in that movie. That's why it works. I mean, oh yeah, Edward Taylor says Andrew talks about seeing the machine that projects the reality we see. Yes, the Godhead, as it were, that created everything. Yeah, it's constantly creating things. Yes, very interesting. All right, so there he is, king of memes. He gets my vote. Or the cat, the white cat that's eating and being pointed at by the two girls. Maybe the cats are the meme kings. King of the meme jungle, right? Lions are king of the jungle, but cats are king of the meme jungle, aren't they? Oh, the white lady? I don't know what you're talking about, Ralph. Is it for sale? Oh, you mean the book? The children's book? It's not done yet, if that's what you're talking about. Um, all right, I'm going to open up the chat here. If anyone calls in, you're welcome to call in if you want to, folks. 15 watching. Skeptical girl in the car seat gets memed quite a bit. Yes, yes. I think they did one where that girl grew up and she's already big. I mean, she's already grown up, right? Or did they do an age progression on that? But boy, it makes you feel old when a young girl in a meme is now all grown up. It's like, what? Where does time go? I mean, you know, posting memes, reading memes, sharing memes. I really think memes are the key to learning. Meme learning. Yeah, I think that could be a thing. Meme learning, because it's like flashcards. I've talked about this before. Maybe I need to start that, huh? Let's start that. Meme learning, They're always trying to find some new way to teach kids. It's always some worse way than the other way from before. We need to get something that's better. And when a meme hits you, bam, it hits you. Boom. And it's in your mind. And it's a single frame, just like, what's one of the most famous cartoons, comics, newspaper comics? The Far Side. Why is it so appealing? One frame and a few words. Bam, it's a meme. It hits you. You remember it. It's easy to remember a few words and a picture. That's the way to learn. That's the new way. But they need to go back to old math too. That new math is just not any good. I got a call from Andy today. Now, we were supposed to do a show today, and I apologize that did not come to fruition. But he's just doing some research on some things. And also, he just did not feel up to doing a show today. So the boneless chicken ranch is my fave. Yeah, that's funny, the boneless chicken ranch. I just saw that one recently that was making the rounds again. It reminds me of a friend of my little brother's who They call him the Stroke. I'm not going to explain why, but he's kind of touched. And one day he said, "I got an idea. We just take the bones out of the chicken and raise boneless chickens." And he had that idea. I don't know if he got the idea from the cartoon or what, but yeah, the Stroke. Yep. You're gonna love it. You gotta. Here's something. Now, this is kind of a more complex meme. It's not really a meme, but I guess it kind of is. But here it is. This is U.S. Navy approved disclosure. Here's a drawing of the craft. Okay, here's my rendition of what it might look like in real life. A little bit better than a little sketch. This is the guy, William Tompkins. Okay, the truth is out. We know this ship and many more were designed by William Tompkins for the Navy in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. These miles-long spaceships, were deployed in the 1980s under the Solar Warden program, the former top secret U.S. Navy operation. We demand full disclosure now. We paid for it, and we demand full disclosure now because we already know. Release the technologies. That's what they need to do. And, you know, right in the back of the book here, he asks the admiral that he's taught, the Navy admiral he's talking to, he showed him all of his writings, his proposal for his book in a 5-hour meeting. And he said, "How much of this can I include in a book?" He said, "William, tell it all. Don't leave anything out." And he didn't. He didn't leave anything out. And that was really good advice from the Navy. So that's why this is Navy approved disclosure. This book is more important than you can realize. It's Navy approved disclosure. So, yeah, I'm just a big William Tompkins fan. I wish that he was still with us. I'm very grateful he did come forward and that he got this book out. Second book was kind of a put together book after he had passed away. He'd started on his second book, but it wasn't complete. But I encourage everybody to get that book, send it, give it away as gifts because everybody needs to read it. He goes over the history of what happened and how they got to the moon. He was a very instrumental person in getting to the moon. He describes how he got these telepathic messages from these secretaries, these Nordic secretaries that looked like Maria Orsich. And he designed these miles-long spacecraft that are in use. Not only in our 12-star cluster, but in our 52-star cluster and beyond. So that's remarkable. So that's what's out there. And we need to know, we need the official word to know. Good night, Edward. Good night. Boy, I'm losing my voice here. Okay, taking your NyQuil? Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of wrap it up here too, friends. Maybe that was a good one to leave it on. You know, it just blows me away that a book like this can come out with all this information. He's got all the sketches. He's got the permission of the Navy. And people are still waiting for disclosure when this book is already out there. And not only that book, but this book too. The Day After Roswell by Colonel Philip J. Corso, retired. And in the back of this book, guess what he did? Because he had top secret clearance, he declassified all of the documents that prove his story. He was the one to declassify the documents. It's phenomenal. So the documents back up his story. If you've gotten this book, you'll know it's got Project Horizon and all kinds of, and this is some of the previously classified material that he released in the back of the book. So this from 1997, disclosure. So do we have disclosure? Oh, you know what else, friends? Before we go, I just have to show you this. My son sent me something today. It was a TikTok video. He texted it to me on my phone. And boy, I wonder if I could, maybe I could play that for you. I wonder if that would work. Do you think it would work? Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off the music for this. Okay. Okay, let's see. So this is what he sent me.
Elvis Presley is still alive among us, and proof just came out. People believe Elvis ended his life at 42 to get out of...
Oh, where'd it go? This is a TikTok video. Uh-oh.
This until now. Recently...
Oh. What's going on here? I see these touch screens are just horrible. Anyway, the thing is, Dr. Hinton, I've talked about Dr. Hinton before. This TikTok video is about that, about how Elvis faked his death. And this is the picture. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's not very clear. This is a picture of Jesse Presley with Elvis's grandson, who's now deceased, 3-year-old grandson, in his lap. Okay, that's in the same angle as this 1976 picture of Elvis. And I overlaid them, and it's him. That's him. It doesn't look very much like him, I know, but it's him. And I'll dig around and try to find the original photograph to show you a clearer image of it. But yeah, it's quite something. But he gave a DNA sample. The DNA checked out. He checked out also for the DNA of both of Elvis's parents. So, hey, Corbin's in the house. Sup, Corbin? I was just getting ready to log off. Now you got this new energy, this Corbin energy just entered the room. I don't know if I can hang up yet. But, and thanks so much for calling in the other night. That was great, Corbin. Always great to hear my buddy Corbin. So he's a rapper. Now I do some rapping, but I do mostly birthday and Christmas rapping. That's the kind of rapping I do. Birthday and Christmas. Ba-doom-ba. Gotta get a dad joke in there somehow. Yeah. So anyway, well, friends, we have to, this isn't gonna, yeah, there it goes. That is my music back again. Thank goodness it's working. So yeah, that's it, folks. You know, it was a kind of a brief show tonight. I just wanted to come on and let everybody know that, you know, I talked to Andrew. He was supposed to do a show with me today, but he wasn't feeling up to it. And so I just had to come on and do a show to let y'all know that and talk about some of this other stuff that nobody else is talking about, right? So, Truth Quest. Yes, we explored the moon and we saw some interesting stuff. Skinny Bob, always fun to take a look at Skinny Bob. Got to keep her going, bruh. I don't know. I'm getting awfully tired. I have to go let the dogs in too. It's 11:30 here. They gotta come in from where they're at. They're outside now. But yeah. Oh, and I didn't get to talk about the time machine either. Well, I'll have everything together. I have to go to the post office and find out, first of all, find out if the time crystals in the time machine are going to be okay to be transported through the mail system. I don't know. Might cause some kind of wormhole or something. Thank you, Peggy Dancer. Thank you very much. And also I want to say thank you to Catherine Weiss, good friend of the program. She sent in the super chat tonight. Very generous of her. Thank you so very much. Oh, okay. Okay, Dark Brain. Thanks. He's going to review some of it. And remember, folks, to like, share this on out and like it. And boy, we'll get this, we'll get everyone in the world watching. Wouldn't that be nice? And calling in one big happy fam. Thanks for all my friends who showed up in the chat. I'm losing my voice here. And thank you to Heidi Pop for popping in. And Dark Brain, Mud Rabbit, Corbin, Peggy Dancer, all of the people. Ralph. Did I say Dark Brain? Mud Rabbit. Edward. Austin. And Divine Tiffany. Hello there. And so everybody, if I missed somebody, I'm sorry. And thank you so much for coming on in tonight. It's always so much fun to connect to my online family here because, you know, I live alone and this is like my company. I don't get very much company either. So you are my company. So thank you very much. I really had a fun time tonight and fun hearing from all of you and seeing what you had to say. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Keep looking up, keep looking at the stars, keep searching the cosmos for the answers. We will find them. The truth is not only out there, it's everywhere, and it's inside you and me. It's all the answers are inside. All we have to do is figure out how to ask ourselves, and we get all the answers. Won't that be nice? Thank you very much. We're going to do a show Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, around 10 or a little later, depending on when Red Pill gets off. I don't want to interrupt his show. Red Pill 78. And then sometimes on the weekends, like today. So keep an eye out. But Monday nights, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you so much for checking out the merch shop. And there's the merch shop again. And hope to see you all wearing your Skinny Bob t-shirts out in public. Wouldn't that be nice? And then we get this disclosure going. I think if you all wear real aliens, everyone's bound to see it, right? So there we go. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time out on the web. Peace in.